Welcome to Through the Table Podcast with Brian, JL, Tom, Rick, and Russ.
Well, tell me about the Hoovy, then, you
All right.
lying bastard.
I'm hoping, I'm thinking because, and I beat this to death. It's not Matt Cardona. Let's get that out of the way.
Okay.
It's Thunder Rosa for winning the AEW World Women's title in an awesome match against Britt Baker. I'd give it both to them. But it's not match of the week. It's Hoovy of the week.
Okay, give me more. Why you say that?
Blood, thumbtacks, a cage. The only weak spot in the whole thing was the super kick to the ref, and the ref didn't go down dead. Because how is the ref overpowering the super kick kind of thing? Although maybe we'll stay on a few more minutes because we have to talk about Control Your Narrative.
We do?
Yeah, we have to because I am so curious about Control Your Narrative.
You're furious or curious?
Curious because it looks like a bunch of meatheads.
All right, well, tell me what are you furious about?
I don't know. Is there any possibility that EC3 is not doing the junk?
I don't know. Tell me more. I'm locked in. I'm locked into what.
I'm going into Tom territory by going off.
Go for it.
Like, seriously, like these guys are like no super kicks, no Canadian destroyers, no planches, the wars within yourself.
Right.
Like weird rules.
Well, they're trying to be different, but are they being too different then?
I think so. I think there's definitely no way that they're not being too different because
when's their first show to see if it works or not?
Oh, they already had it, and MLW tried to run them out the building
purposely, or
yeah, because they tried to cancel the event on them.
Oh, but they didn't.
No, because might is right, and EC3 and its cohorts.
So if they've already and not that we're the needle movers necessarily, but they didn't move the needle.
No.
I mean, the only thing that people are talking about is their rules.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not great. But I don't know. I mean, it's EC3, and then it's
Braun Strowman,
right?
Austin Aries.
Yeah,
like
so
you got a bunch of not no ones, but a bunch of people nobody wants.
Right. And then there's no one really. Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, it's a rough show.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many shows now that you have to do something different, but maybe not.
Maybe not this different.
Right.
It just seems a bunch of jacked up nobody wants is trying to. I'm not a fan.
Who would want to come into this?
I don't know. Another jacked up guy, like a guy who doesn't want to have any future in WWE.
Yeah, I don't know.
So who would you pick as a Hoovie, by the way? I'm spreading the love.
Oh wow, very nice of you.
Thank you.
I think I don't necessarily have someone in mind for this week, but a potential person for next week if rumors are true.
Oh, I know.
So,
I think I know who it is.
who do you think it is?
He's the son of a plumber's son.
Yeah, I think if they could, I think they're gonna pull it off.
I think they're gonna. I think he's gonna be there against Seth at WrestleMania. And this year I might actually watch WrestleMania.
You should.
I will.
You have 2 days to watch it.
2 whole days.
2 whole days.
It's a marathon, 48 hours of just wrestling.
Right.
When is it coming out? Oh, next weekend, right? Or the weekend after? April.
Weekend after 2 weeks.
April 2nd, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
The
I'll
Saturday
have
and
to renew
Sunday.
my Peacock subscription. It's on Peacock, right? Because I'm not going to buy a pay-per-view.
Right.
$7 is cheaper than like 40.
Oh, absolutely. And
I'm
then
no
you get both
mathematician.
nights, and then you get the NXT, and
Oh,
then
now you're pushing it.
it's a whole week. I mean, Undertaker Hall of Fame.
It should have just. Do you think Undertaker should have been the only one in the Hall of Fame this year?
Yes and no. Yes, because that would have been really cool. They could have had a whole like hour.
Like,
let him
right.
do
That's
his
what I was
thing.
thinking.
But then when they started bringing other people in, I was okay with it because they're gonna give the Undertaker the time he wants,
Right.
regardless if it was just him or if there was 70 other people being inducted. Vince is gonna induct him for one, so they're not going to mess that up. So
No.
either way, it would have been really cool. But then that may have caused a issue in the future where like obviously The Rock and John Cena will be inducted in the future. And
The Peacemaker.
Right. And do you do them alone? Probably not, because they deserve to go in alone.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, but then but this having others go in with the focus on the Undertaker, a lot more people will be reminded about Vader, be reminded about other things, and other inductees. So Undertaker is, to this day, even in the Hall of Fame, putting people over.
Yeah, that's very true. And that's a big one. I think I might indulge in a little bit of Undertaker loving.
I mean, if they do it as they've done it in years past, it will be very cool. Last year's Hall of Fame was lame because they made sure that the speeches were really short, and they edited it, and it was just in the Thunderdome, and it just sucked.
And no one could jump Bret Hart.
Right.
We need someone to jump from the crowd. I'm kidding now. Don't anybody jump from the crowd.
So that's actually the Hall of Fame that I've gone to a bunch of the Hall of Fames. That's the Hall of Fame I didn't go to.
Oh, really? You didn't see the revival kicking that guy's butt?
Because it was the Hall of Fame was at the same time as the Ring of Honor, Madison Square Garden.
Oh yeah, the New Japan Ring of Honor.
So I went to that, and then in the middle of it, like everybody's like was getting text or reading online that like Bret Hart's been attacked. So like I forget whatever the match was at the time, but like everybody's focus was like oh, Bret Hart was attacked. Bret Hart this. So like,
Yeah. Or Bret
and I was
Hart.
like, yeah, and I was like, of course, the one time I don't go, something crazy like that happens.
Well, that Ring of Honor sucked, but New Japan was pretty good.
It was the breeding ground or birth of AEW ish.
And a lot of NXT and a lot of some guys from WWE like Kevin Owens. And now it's going to be more of a breeding ground for NXT, AEW, since they bought it.
Which it's going to still be very interesting to see what they do with that, because the announcement that Tony did was just kind of lame.
Well, you know what they just announced? April 1st, it's going to be FTR versus the Briscoes for the ROH World Titles. In other words, FTR is walking out with the ROH World Tag Team titles.
Right.
So,
yeah.
oh well.
Finally, yeah, getting that match, but and it'll be great. But yeah, FTR is definitely getting those titles. Like 1,000%.
Yeah, well,
And
if TNT doesn't want you to still do that, you know.
Mm-hmm. And then the Briscoes will never be seen again.
Ever. Getting canceled. Well, they're going to be in the NWA Crockett Cup.
Oh, well, there you go.
So,
where they should be.
Where they should be, in the NWA, where champions rule. I don't know their slogan. I don't know their slogan, so I'm sure that's probably close.
I don't know if they have one.
They do. I don't remember it.
What the world is sort of watching.
Yeah, what the world Billy tells you is watching.
I met him once. He was really, really cool.
Yeah, he's a big wrestling fan, so
yeah. I tried to I met him twice. One time I tried to talk wrestling to him, and he got blurred in, and then he was just like, you can't do this to me because I have to get in. Like he would have talked to me for forever kind of thing, but he was just like, I can't do this.
I bet you now he won't talk to you unless you say the words NWA.
For life.
For life.
For life.
Well, we got some good news, maybe. Tom just messaged us.
What did he say?
He's dealing with an intern issue.
So is he out?
I don't know.
He's keeping it very
mysterious.
Intern issue.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know,
my intern just walked in my bed, so I'm on my bed. So, all right. I think we should wrap it up. He's not coming, or if he does come, he'll be late.
You're already over it.
I'm already over it.
This is a record time for you to be on.
I know, right?
If and when, not if, when you watch WrestleMania,
okay,
what would pull you back in?
Oh, that's a good question.
What would pull you back in? What would get you excited?
Maybe a little Cody.
All right, tell me more.
I mean, it would be a surprise return. Like, I don't want to see surprise return because obviously we're talking about it. But like, I love surprise returns, and also I really love the night after Raw.
Right.
So, like, to see how it falls out would just be the bee's knees. Quote me on that. What about you? What are you looking forward to on Mania?
Well, I'll be there.
Well, I know you'll be there, but what are you looking forward to?
So
a little CYN action.
It's exactly. No, it'll be what you said, obviously the possibility of the Raw afterwards, what that could be. They always, for one way or another, always seem to figure it out on WrestleMania. There's going to be something memorable.
Oh yeah.
And just the hoopla that surrounds it is always fun, and being in the moment in the city where it's happening, everybody's in a wrestling mood and in a good mood, and it's
I will say, I stopped watching WrestleMania when Roman Reigns was winning the title. I don't know which one. It was Roman Reigns, whatever. That was my last WrestleMania. I walked out of it because I was like, oh, I know what's going to happen. So hopefully this will be a little different. Trying to reacquaint myself with WWE.
well, I mean, Roman Reigns has been in the
Yeah, but Roman Reigns is a lot better now as a heel than he is a babyface.
1,000%.
Yeah. So, like, I think he's great now. Like, I watch his clips. I watch the clips on YouTube. I watch it on the tubes because I'm hip and cool like you guys. So,
Yeah,
which
that'll
is
be
really something, man.
it'll be a good show.
Yeah, it'll be a great show, I think. I'm looking forward to it. So, see if I can get some people together who want to come over and actually watch Mania.
Start now. Get the invite
Broadcast.
out. Get the pizzas ready.
With pizzas, you get Totino's. They're sweet pizza rolls.
That is right.
And even
What
my
is-
intern says it.
Yeah, well, he'll have to be cooking them.
Yeah, he's going to cook them.
It's his responsibility.
Yeah, well, that's what he knows. He knows. He gets it. This WrestleMania should be dedicated to Hall. Since we're so close to it.
Right. Well,
I'm
they
just
did
saying.
the video and they did the whole thing. Yeah, I mean, that
Bring the NWO back.
actually, one thing that they haven't done is that they've had the last couple of years is a host of WrestleMania.
Yep.
There's no host yet. I mean, they could just announce it the week of or whatever, but there's no host of WrestleMania this year.
Right. Maybe it'll be Scott Hall's son. Book it.
Will he be anything, you think?
Oh no, I don't think so. Although he posted a weird message, which was, "I'm accepting bookings."
What,
Sure.
like the day he died, the day his dad
Yeah, like
died?
the day after he died, he was just like, "I'm still accepting bookings." It's like, calm it down, Cody. His name is, I think it's Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cody was like, "Oh, look at me and my dad." It's like, calm it down. Let him, be a little dead more before you start promoting yourself.
I'll be in New Jersey this weekend.
Yeah, you won't believe. You come pay me to be sad with me. What?
Wait a second.
Wait, what are you doing, Cody?
This took a turn. Cody is found to be the hip surgeon.
What?
I'm saying, obviously, the joke didn't land.
Sucker.
Cody decides to announce that he was the surgeon.
Oh yeah.
Hip
Oh,
surgeon.
I get it now. The hip surgeon.
That would be
Now
total
I get
hoop.
it.
But
See?
I would think that I think that Scott Hall would actually be like, oh yeah, that could work.
That would be, yeah, probably. It's so carny that it might work.
Right.
All right.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Dear
Well,
God.
then take us away. If
All right. Well, thank you for tuning. I'm just jumping right in. Boom. Thank you for joining us for the Through the Table podcast. I'm probably on the other side, right? You're Russ.
Both work.
Fail. One of them will work. All right.
Here's
Thanks
to
for
next
coming.
time.
See you next time. There'll be more people here in a couple weeks.
Adios.
All right,